Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about Foolio and Spinabenz, and specifically Spinabenz's response to Foolio's actions yesterday. Now, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, or you've been living under a rock, as far as Jacksonville hip-hop is concerned, you've got two major sides there. You got the Yungeen side, and you got the Foolio side. Now, Spinabenz and his brother Whoppa with the Choppa, they are obviously on the Yungeen side because, they dropped the song Who I Smoke, which ended up being a smash hit for them. Now, it wasn't a Billboard hit, I believe, but, when you look at the numbers and see, what they've done with that song as far as it being a drill song, it's definitely a hit, man, or a street anthem or whatever you want to call it. Well, Spinabenz is incarcerated. I did a video talking about him getting locked up, and how his brother, Whoppa with the Choppa, aka Doochie, has been looking out on his benefit in his behalf. Now, as he's been locked up, the story hasn't been much, man. It seems like everybody's just waiting for him to get out so he can get back to making money and do his thing in the record business. Well, Foolio dropped a bombshell yesterday when he exposed Spinabenz for allegedly paying for some type of people to stay up off of him, specifically Foolio's brother. Now, Spinabenz had to respond to this, so he did. He made two different responses yesterday, and before we get into the specifics, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about this Spinabenz situation. Now, the crazy thing about hip-hop is, man, it's a big rep game, You got to be the illest. You got to be the hardest. You got to have the most money. You got to have the most girls, right? That's pretty much the focus, you know what I mean? And reverse for if you was a female MC, you know what I mean? But all the other things still apply, right? Well, it seems like Spinabenz's, not his ego, but his reputation might have took some lumps yesterday when Foolio went on social media and dropped a couple of videos. Let's look at one of the videos so you get an understanding of what was said.
There's no Flodge, I'm his big brother, so y'all gonna think I'm lying for him. Y'all know don't do no lying. 10 years strong. I'm gonna let the other my niggas tell y'all what's going on.
Tell them about the suits. Canteen.
Tell them first about the 7 suits. The 7 suits gave me this man. Oh, the nigga over there calling, please tell my big brother I don't want no problems. He give me the food. 7 suits. 2 days straight, 3 days straight. Give him food, eating good off the big bomb, big soup, big bricks.
Now, for those of you who might be confused, that was a video of Foolio going on social media and basically having a conversation with his brother, who is also incarcerated with Spinabenz. Now, this is a wild situation because, they've got hip-hop beef and allegedly some issues in the street, right? Well, Spinabenz, based on what they were saying, is in there giving them his food, actually attempted to cash app the money just to keep them off his heels. Now, as far as rappers are concerned, as far as street rappers is concerned, and especially as far as drill rappers are concerned, this is a big no-no because, everybody's always told when you go to jail, you don't give nobody nothing. You know what I mean? You remember the scene in Life where, Eddie Murphy's character had to tell everybody at the table, like, yo, you can't have none of my cornbread, man. And it's that type of philosophy. And I think that's the standard for jail regardless, man, across the board, right? You don't give anybody anything for free, especially because you're scared. And the implications were that he was scared and that's why he was giving up these things. Well, Spinabenz didn't take lightly to any of that, man. So he said, forget this. I'm going on social media immediately and responded. And he dropped a couple of responses. So let's look at the first one. He said this. Now, in his very first post, he said, don't believe that cap. Just need fake stories for career purposes. You can't survive off me forever. Hashtag big spins, tornado emoji. So basically, in that post, he's saying that was all cap. That whole video was capped. Everything they were saying was capped. Now, I would be remiss if I didn't say that Foolio has been accused of speaking cap and talking about stuff that isn't real before. In the NBA YoungBoy situation, there was a big debate between him and NBA Herm on what exactly went down. Because there was a time when Foolio was saying that NBA YoungBoy and them was running from him. Then the story kind of changed later on. Now, what Spinabenz is saying here is that all that was cap. Now, to be honest, 3 different people jumped on the phone and talked about Spinabenz and him giving up the goods, giving up. When I say goods, I mean like food items and stuff like that, man. Don't go crazy with it. You know what I mean? And those people were saying that he was giving up food. He had passed him some soups, some summer sausage, all sorts of stuff. Jail food, you know what I mean? You've heard about Zuzus and Wan Wans and all that stuff for years in rap music, right? Well, they say he was giving up those items to him and even offered to cash app Foolio's brother some money. Now, the way that they talk on their music, the way that they diss each other, the way that they've been going back and forth, you know, you would think that the last thing he would do was try to build an alliance with somebody who's kin to one of his ops, you know what I mean? But like I said in the last video, jail is its own world, you know what I mean? I don't know what Spinabenz is going through in there, and you know, there's a difference between rap and real life, man. And some folks, they gotta learn that the hard way, but it looks like Spinabenz is taking this the right way because he's responding and making sure that he clears his name up. Now, in the second response, he said this. He said, Spins wanted me to pass a message. So he reposted something from somebody named Nesh, and it says, Spins wanted me to pass a message. Laughing out loud. Ain't no blank blank with the tornado kid. If you entertain ignorance, you'll lose every time. I don't have to clout chase or do no capping or no blank, y'all. Already know I'm rocking. I've been in the same dorm since I've been in jail, 2E, 2B, but I ain't got to explain nothing to nobody because blank know the real from the fake. Tornado out with the tornado emoji, signed at Spins. So basically letting it be known, this is almost like a statement, you know, because he put it in quotations and everything. He spaced up his paragraphs. He's just letting folks know that that was all cap. And he feels like, man, you know, Foolio is just using this as a clout move. And it was sort of a clout move, but this is expected between two oppositions in hip hop, you know, in rap. Like, is he forgetting that, you know, he is in a rap battle with somebody and they've already dissed back and forth? So any opportunity that Foolio gets, he's obviously going to use that, be it a low blow or not. And this right here really isn't a low blow. When it comes to street rap, people have always taken someone's what they did in jail and used it against them if it's, you know, run afoul or didn't stick to certain street codes. Now, for me, I personally don't hold that standard to anybody or any rapper. I ain't no street dude. I definitely ain't no jail dude, so I'm not going to be worried about that. All I worry about is the hot fire that comes out of that microphone. You know what I mean? Now, Spinabenz is obviously just going to take this as a lump on the chin and nothing like that, you know, anything that he has to concern about in the long run. But who do you think is telling the truth in this situation? Because, I mean, Foolio has been accused of being all cap before, and we never know whose side is right in these situations. They kind of just tend to go away. So is Spinabenz in there getting extorted and ran for his goods, his food, and even trying to give up the money? Or was this a clout move by Foolio just to make Spinabenz look bad and to get his name popping again a little bit? You know what I mean? Even though Foolio's riding a wave right now, I'm going to keep it funky, man. I'm going to shoot him some bail. He's riding a wave right now. And I think it's probably at the best point in his career. I even seen him post that on social media. Now, with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.